Good morning and welcome to special Mother's Day edition, as I adjust the image here, of Sunday Inspiration. That's right, where every week we come on live and give you some music and a bit of a message to get your day off to a great start. And now, here are your hosts, Bob Baker and Pooki Lee. Hello, folks. I thought I'd have a little fun there and do my announcer voice. Oh my God, the chat is going crazy. I noticed before I went live that so many of you already should shown up, including our very own Pooki Lee. That's right. There's something a little bit different this Sunday. You see me, you see Keone in his normal spot there, but Pooki is absent from this room, but she is live in the chat because she is somewhere else in the country for a little surprise Mother's Day event going on here. So mum's the word, but she's in a place where her mom is. And mom is about to be surprised. I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go along, or maybe she'll talk about it in the chat there. But welcome to Sunday Inspiration. I'm Bob Baker. We have fun here every Sunday morning since the beginning of the year. We've been coming to you live, and really enjoying this. And there seems to be more and more regulars coming up, and I love how we not only I'm able to interact with you in the chat, but you all are communicating with each other. So if you're watching and you have the ability to comment, please say hi. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, or people who have played motherly roles in the lives of other people. And yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Because again, Pookie's not in the room with me, but she is on her computer in Hawaii. Shh. Mom that doesn't know this. This is actually pretty amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. There's actually going to be 4 generations who are going to be celebrating Mother's Day. So there's Pookie's mom. There's Pooki, her daughter. Pookie's daughter, Kamakea, is also out there with her 1-year-old son. And so there's 4 generations, but the mom, or Pookie's mom, doesn't know that they are on the big island. So mum's the word. But in a few hours from now, they're going to just show up at the house and surprise them. And so yes, indeed, it's going to be awesome. So yes, we're going to celebrate motherhood. And the role of parents in our lives, and so luckily, before Pooki left, she pre-recorded a couple of segments and a song. I'm going to be playing a song solo a little bit later, so a lot in store here. So let's kind of jump into it. And we always like to start with Pooki giving us a little breathing, centering exercise. And so let me roll that right now and enjoy this, and then I'll come back and we'll continue on with our Sunday inspirational celebration. Here we go.
Welcome. I'm so excited to share this moment with you right now, right as we synchronize our hearts and our breath together, and as we take in the divine essence of our breath, our life force energy, deep into our bodies. So, and as we're doing this together at this very, very moment, right, where everyone is doing it around the world. And so we're creating a cohesive, synchronized vibration, an energy field of love and of peace. So today, as we do almost every time, we're going to breathe in love and exhale peace. Right? Peace to our world, peace to our communities, our families, our friends, love for our own being, for ourselves, loving ourselves. All right, so let's breathe together. Ready? Take a deep breath in, breathing in love, and exhaling peace. One more time, breathing in love, and exhaling peace. Now this time, as you take that deep inhalation in, feel that love just filling your body and peace expressing through you. Ready? Here we go. Breathe in deeply. Love. And exhale peace. Now we're connected in love and peace. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can hear everything since I have a combination of live and pre-recorded segments. I'm doing my best to DJ the volume here, and hopefully you can hear everything at a relatively similar volume. And so that was beautiful. I'm glad that she was able to, that Pooki was able to record that before she went. I'm going to do something live here. We also like to follow up the breathing in a similar fashion with affirmations. After all, that is why many of you have discovered this channel. You discovered at some point along the last recent months, recent years, the affirmation recordings. And so we always want to get centered. And so there seems to be more and more. I think this is building as we do this now. Now we're in our 5th month, I guess, of doing these live Sundays. We seem to have a lot more people showing up for them, which is beautiful. Let's build this thing so we can have a big global family. And then the beauty of it, like Pooki mentioned, we're doing it simultaneously. So our vibrations are overlapping and amplifying each other. So let's just kind of do some centering affirmations here. As always, I'm going to pull them up on the screen. I'm going to say each one and give you a little space, hopefully enough time for you to repeat it back to yourself. And remember, you're not doing this alone. Other people all around the world are saying these along with you. So let me, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to say them one at a time, and then you repeat them back. Here we go. What I focus on expands in my life. I see abundance all around me. Opportunities to love are all around me. I am swimming in a sea of joy. I am ready to enjoy the amazing adventure that is my life. I'll split this last one into 2 segments. First, we'll say, gratefully, I let it be. Repeat that. And together, let's say, and so it is. That last statement is just proclaiming together that what we just stated is true. It is our truth, and it's the way that we can live our lives. And basically, why are we saying these things? Because we're setting an intention for how we want to move through this day. Yes, it's how we want to move through every day, but you have to renew that conviction, renew that commitment to yourself every day. That's why I encourage you to say affirmations like these first thing in the morning before you get sidetracked by all your responsibilities and obligations. Set the tone, create an expectation for how this day will unfold. And what you focus on will expand. You'll see more of that. If you choose to, you can see abundance all around you. You can look for and find opportunities, examples of love, opportunities to love and be loved all around you. You can decide to swim in a sea of joy and look for reasons to celebrate. And be prepared and open and receptive to enjoy an amazing adventure that is your life. So those are some of the affirmations for this morning. We'll get that back up there. Let's just check in on the comments. Like I said, a lot of you are commenting to each other, which is awesome. Let me see where, there we go. I'm going to pop some of these up. Our friend Dora Lee from St. Louis says, Happy Mother's Day. Let's see. Esma says the same thing. Happy Mother's Day to all. Holly down under, it's around 1 or 2 in the morning there where she is in Australia. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. The day is over. It was yesterday. That's right. It's already Monday there. There's Pooki mixing it up in the comments. So look for her comments there and feel free to interact with her. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you could join us here. Lucy says, love your affirmation recordings. I appreciate that, Lucy. I'm glad that you could be here live with us. Oh, there's a good one. Boy, a channel just called Happy in all caps. Is that cool? Happy Mother's Day to Pooki. There's our friend Courtney. Happy Mother's Day to all of the moms. And I know you are a mom of two beautiful daughters yourself. So it's Akshita, is it? Happy Mother's Day. Pookie says happy, or thanks to everyone. We are so connected. Let me just kind of, happy Mother's Day. Honey, says Somi, is it? Let me see here. Gabrielle, good morning. I love you both. Make me feel so happy. Oh, good. That's, if we can be, here's the thing. I've said this before. I'm just going to keep saying it every time I have an opportunity. But if you feel happiness, yes, we may have been maybe been a catalyst or a tool or something that triggered it, but you can't feel that unless it's already resides within you. So there's happiness that's already in there. You just have to let it out. You've got to find the things that will trigger it or whatever, or bring it to life. But it's there all along, or opportunities to feel happy. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Sending love and joy from Port Huron. There's Crystal back in the house. Good morning. Live from New York. It's Sunday morning. I know Tracy was mixing it up early on, even before we went live. There she is, sending love to Pookie and Mum. Oh, I love that, Mum. Have a beautiful day. There's Pookie earlier saying, hello, you beautiful beings. Look at this. Look at all this love. She doesn't even have to be, all she has to be is in the chat, and you can just feel the love that Pookie is sharing there. Let's see here. Avdesh says, happy Mother's Day. And Donna, oh, happy birthday to all. Let's celebrate birthdays today, too. Elizabeth says, happy Mother's Day. This is awesome. Here's Christy. Oh, I'm so grateful. I found your page 6 months ago. Your affirmations and words have truly made a huge change in my life. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Christy. I really appreciate you sharing that. I'm going to go in reverse chronological order there. Tracy earlier said greetings from Dublin. That explains the Mum reference. I had a brilliant week thanks to you both after last Sunday. Is that cool? So what you did on Sunday sounds like it had effects throughout the entire week. Is that beautiful? I found the song and it's in my head since. Let me know which song, as we played couple of them. I would like to know which one is resonating with you. And plus, my inner 5-year-old came out to play. Love to you both. Actually, I think Pookie's message today is going to be a little bit about that. So that's a beautiful thing. All right. So actually, thank you so much for being here. And so I've got some, like I said, in Pookie's absence, I've got some pre-recorded segments. And I think right now, I just want to mention real quick, it seems like I've had a lot of stuff to promote to you in addition to the normal couple of 2 or 3 affirmations that I post to my channel every week. But I had a book that came out recently that I was kind of making you aware of. We had a new music video to I Welcome Joy into My Life. I'm actually going to play that at the very end of today's inspirational segment. In case you missed that, and even if you have already seen it multiple times, I think you'll enjoy playing it as we dance and groove and sing along with it together. That'll be at the end of today's broadcast. But something new that I just started getting the word out is that I'm doing another Turbocharge Your Life program. If you're not aware, I am starting last fall. I started doing these programs called Turbocharge Your Life. And the first ones that I did were focused around, the theme was a passion project, that everyone chose something that they had, like a book or a podcast or something that they've been wanting to get out into the world, and that was the focus of it. It's a group experience. We have a private Facebook group and weekly Zoom calls, but I've changed the theme for the upcoming one. It starts June 10, is Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, and for 30 days in a row, starting June 10, I'm going to have each participant is going to choose one simple activity in these 3 areas of your life, so that by the end of the 30 days, taking simple little tiny steps every day, focusing on these 3 elements, you will increase your happiness, your health, whatever that is to you, and your wealth. Your not only your sense of abundance, but hopefully actual money flowing into your life. So that's the focus of it. There's an early bird discount that's coming up like May 18th. So there's a link in the description to find out more about that, because there's a lot of aspects to it. I'm not going to go into all the details here, but we've just had it's so great to move through this. I've gotten to know so many people who took the programs before, and it's just like a real bond that happens, just similar to what's going on in the chat here. But we actually get to interact on Zoom and see each other and hear each other, and And so I hope you consider doing that. See, Tracy said the song you ended with last Sunday, which I think was what was it? I'll have to look that one up. But thanks. They are catchy. I like to think. Yes, we. Oh, capable. Yeah, I'm capable. I am powerful. I am wonderful. I am strong. Well, thank you. Yeah, that was an affirmation set over an electronic dance beat. I didn't even tell Pookie this, but I had an inspiration for a new song that I started working on last night, and that's in addition to the other ones that we're still working on that are going to be part of our EP. So the ideas are flowing, folks. So let's move things along. Speaking of music, and right now I am going to play what we pre-recorded, a song called "Let Love Shine In." So enjoy this, and I'll be right back after that. Well, thanks a lot, Bob. That was a wonderful introduction. I really appreciate your kind words.
Yeah, I know. This is interesting and fun, and it's like being two places at the same time.
That's right. You had to do this because you had to go to Hawaii again without me.
I know.
So we're pre-recording
How you
this.
could come. This one's gonna have a baby and my daughter. I think we planned it right, babe.
I think
I
we
think
did.
that little lovers trip was just what we need.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. We went a couple of months ago, for those of you who
Yeah.
maybe I didn't mention it earlier. This is a good song, I think, for Mother's Day. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Not exactly, but it's all about love. So that's the main thing here.
Yes.
So we haven't played it in several weeks. So you ready to do this? Oh, and we're on reverb too. So my apologies for the echo chamber, but it's gonna make the singing sound better.
Funny.
Ready?
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Hello, 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 hello.
Now that's probably more than they can handle.
Of course, this is an original song. If I didn't mention it.
They all are.
It's bright outside, but I close the blinds, stay in my room, locked in my mind. And then one day I realize it's time to go outside and let love shine in, embracing my soul from within. Let love shine in and let my healing begin. When I get scared, I'll run and hide, stay to myself, keep it all inside. And then one day I see what's true and know just what to do. And let love shine in, embracing my soul from within. Let love shine in and let my healing begin. Let's do that again. Let love shine in, embracing my soul from within. Let love shine in and let my healing begin. Let love shine in. Let love shine in. Let love shine in. Let love shine in. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go back to singing the regular chorus. Pookie's going to continue singing that part that we just did. So pick one, and we're going to layer this, okay? So here we go. Let love shine in, embracing my soul from within. Let love shine in and let my
healing my soul from within. Let love shine in and let my healing begin.
We made it to the end. Yay!
We did it! Yay, yay, yay!
That was fun. We love that song.
Oh my gosh, we love that song.
We will be
love the
recording
message.
it someday.
Someday.
It's not going to be on the upcoming 6-song EP, which should be out soon, but it will be on a future album. So we got.
No, and we're working on more.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks a lot for letting us do this. Thank you,
Aloha
Pooki.
from Hawaii. Aloha from Hawaii. Well, I'm not there yet, but I'm there now.
That all makes
Figure that
sense.
one out.
All right. Back to you, Bob. Thanks a lot, Bob. That was fabulous. That was Bob Baker and Pooki Lee. I forgot of my setup. I was supposed to set it up as if it wasn't me in there. And so anyway, I had a little fun with that. And so yeah, those are, and it's as I'm recording and mixing some of our original songs there's a piece of software on the Mac called GarageBand that I use to get our stuff out into the world. Instead of a big professional studio, you can have all these tools right in your home office here. And we have such a backlog of original songs that have never been recorded officially and available, and so slowly but surely we're going to be recording those. And then we keep getting ideas for new songs, and so it's a tough problem to have have an abundance of things that you want to get out into the world. But we will over the months ahead. You'll be hearing more and more new original songs. I want to highlight Courtney here, who sent a super duper chat there. Appreciate that, Courtney. I hope you and the girls are having an awesome Sunday morning, and happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for sending that. I know a lot of comments have come in since that song was played. Just like a lot of you are communicating with each other. Pookie's mixing it up. Oh my, you are also incredibly amazing. See, Donna says, happy Mother's Day to all. That's fabulous. Cecilia. Hey, Cecilia. Happy Sunday and Mother's Day. She appeared in our I Welcome Joy. You'll be seeing clips of her in the dance video at the end. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Dr. Jaya from India, sending love and prayers to India. I know there's a lot of challenges there right now. Hopefully that will subside in good time. Happy Mother, Miss Brazil, 1955. Oh my gosh, happy Mother's Day from Florida. It's good to have you here. Dreama said, got up this morning not feeling well. Such encouragement, feeling better. It's amazing how you can raise your vibration. I'm glad that we are helping with this here. Just kind of looking over again a lot of the comments that have come in. Yeah, Holly says, Pookie, it must be very early in the morning for you too. Yeah, so it's 10:25 here. It's like 5:25 in Hawaii, but where she's on the Big Island there. Let's see here. I found this. Okay, let's see here. Just popping in. A lot of great comments here. Oh, and then Holly, want to acknowledge this. Thank you so much for sending another super chat. Today I pause to admire my family near and far and take the time to understand their own journeys and not where I think they should be going. That's a great, yeah, you can wish people well without having to control them or manipulate them. So yeah, Dennis here says, thank you, beautiful. Happy Mother's Day. Awesome, cool. What is this, Bob? I love you. You've changed my life. I've never had so much fun. That's to me? Oh my God. She's giving me some love in the chat here, so she's not here. And oh, look, thank you, my dear. I love you. Big bunches. And oh, look, it's a Keone sighting. Yes, he's in his familiar spot there, even without Pookie standing next to him. So that is so cool. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to do my nice segment here. I'm going to be combining some things here, and yeah, it's something I've never done. So on Mother's Day, let's celebrate mothers. And so first of all, as you know, Pookie is in, again, it's a secret because they haven't surprised them yet. Pookie is in Hawaii. She's on the Big Island. They did not tell because Pookie's mom and sister and nieces live on the Big Island, and we were just there a couple of months ago. On visiting them and just having a great time exploring the island. It's my third trip there. Pookie's been there many times, but they do. But the family does not know that Pookie is there. Pookie it also is with her daughter Kamakea and grandson. Is it? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Evian, or is that like the water? I hope I I got it right. And in a few hours, they're going to be surprising them, showing up at the house. And so I got some photos here. So this is a photo of Pookie and her mom, just taken, I think, in recent years. Her name is Lonnie Lee, and maybe next week I might feature that song that we did. There's a song that Lonnie wrote. She's been dancing hula, and so Pookie's mom, Lonnie, is an amazing entertainer, great singer, funny entertainer, kind of in the style. I always think of her when she laughs. To me, she sounds like Elian. Okay, I'm sorry, Elian, not Evian. That is the water. Thank you, Pookie. My apologies for not getting that correct the first time. And so, but Lonnie reminds me of Phyllis Diller at times, if you remember who Phyllis Diller is. But she has this very comedic style, and she can just own a room by entertaining and playing songs and making jokes. And she still has it. She did that at a picnic that we went to. So that's Lonnie. That's Pookie's mom. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my mother here on Mother's Day, who hasn't been with us in many years. But this is actually, there's a couple of photos that I have not shown because I just actually uncovered some of these recently and just digitized them this morning. But this is a picture of my mom in 1957. She was about 19 years old here, and I have to find somebody to do a touch up of that because obviously there was been a little scrape across there. She was a beautiful young woman, and my mom is half Mexican, was or is. She's half Mexican, so I'm actually I have a quarter Mexican, and I did recently, a couple of years ago, did the 23andMe and confirmed I had Mexican and Spanish and all those things that add up to exactly that, as I knew that they would, and just a beautiful being. And then this is I have another photo here. It's a little grainy. But this was taken like I think in 1989. I'm pretty sure that I took this on a trip that we took to Memphis. My mom was a huge Elvis fan. And actually that was the first music that I was exposed to. She was not a performer or a singer herself. She loved music and she loved to dance. And she played a lot of music from the 50s and 60s when I was growing up. And that was my first exposure to music, and she especially loved Elvis, and so from a young age I learned Elvis songs just from hearing them. But I started singing along and singing like Elvis, and I still to this day every now and then can do a pretty mean Elvis impersonation. But in 1989 we went on a trip to Memphis and did Graceland, the whole tour where Elvis's home there. And I took this, and there's a picture of the King. And she sadly passed away the year after that, 1990. So it's been 31 years since she passed, and it was at a young age. She was just shy of turning 52. I was just shy of turning 30. So she was 51. I was 20, not even out of my 20s. I was 29 when she had a number of issues with cancer. And so she lost that battle in 1990. And that was the pretty biggest thing that rocked my world. I've been very blessed that I haven't had a lot of tragedies or loss or abuse or anything in my life. But that was the biggest thing that kind of rocked my world back then. And now I've lived more than the second half of my life without her, but I have strong memories. And that just, I think about her all the time. And so no matter where you are in that, your parents may still be alive, in which case, if you have a relationship with them, please, nurture that and ask them questions and, and just interact and get photos and videos. 'Cause, back then I have photos, but no not a whole lot of video or audio or whatever like we do these days. So treasure those relationships as much as you can. Father's Day is coming up on another Sunday, so maybe I'll talk about that aspect. It's a very different story. But my mom raised me as a single mom. She left my dad before I was even one, because she knew that that it would not be a good environment for me, even though it was very tough. And she always worked. She always worked in like nonprofits, and we sort of grew up in I guess, lower middle class neighborhood. And so money was always kind of tight. But she did a great job of raising me and encouraging me. So I want to share a story that relates to art, because it's something I haven't really talked about. So when I was a kid, I was in grade school, and I had to stay home 2 or 3 days from school because I was sick. I don't know if I had the flu or what exactly the ailment was that had to stay home. But I remember she was trying to keep me busy, and so I remember I had comic books, but I also had either crayons or markers. I don't remember exactly, but I drew this picture. There was a Dick Tracy comic book, and I set the comic book down, and I took some of the markers, and I just tried to reproduce the image of Dick Tracy that was on the cover of this comic book. And it was one of the ways that I passed the time while I was recovering from whatever this illness was that kept me home from school. And my mom took a look at it when I was done, and she was like amazed. She goes, "You did that? You didn't trace it? You did it?" And she was like so impressed with that she actually framed it and hung it up. And that was just like an early example of her encouraging me, or just showing some enthusiasm for something that I had created. And while I didn't become a full-time artist, I have actually been painting and doing acrylic painting off and on since more like middle school, I guess. But I really look at that as an example of how a simple act like that of recognizing and praising a child, and even going so far as to post it up that you're so proud of this thing, can impact a young mind. And so we should all do that with our young people, whether they're our children or whether we're teachers or just kids that we interact with, to encourage them. And so I ended up doing a lot of art off and on over the years. Now, to be honest, these days, art, painting is really low on the totem pole. I don't, all the things that I do, I don't spend a whole lot of time on it these days. But about in 2012, on my birthday, with the encouragement of Pooki, and she can back this up in the comments here, she encouraged me to get out my paints for the first time in years and to paint again. And it kind of started a resurgence. For a number of years after that, I was painting a lot and posting online and selling paintings. And so I just want to show you, instead of giving you a message, I'm going to show you some of my artwork, and as a tribute to my mom and something that she inspired. And so. A lot of what I've done in recent years is celebrity portraits, and so I just want to share some of these with you. These are from anywhere from like a year ago to several years ago. But let's see if you can know who this is. Tell me who these people are, although I can tell you as I go along. But another comedian from the golden age. I'm trying to hold it up here. That's Lucille Ball. But let's see here. I'm gonna start with some of the bigger ones and work my way down. You know who this is? Oops. Tried it. That's Amy Winehouse, who has a very, very awesome look. So, trying to get the angles there. Lucy. Yeah, Pooki and I often joke about me being Ricky and her being Lucy. And I go, "Pooki, no, you can't be in the show." That's a Desi Arnaz joke. But what I like to do with celebrity portraits, usually I'm purposely work from like a black and white image because I don't want to be influenced by the original colors. And I rarely use like flesh tones. I just kind of use my inspiration or my intuition or whatever to do different types of colors. And so this is, a lot of people think this is John Wilkes Booth, but it's actually Edgar Allan Poe. Trying to hold it so that it doesn't look too skewed. That's Poe. And these are all originals here. Well, this was a fun one when I did minimal colors. Do you know who this is? I think she's still alive. Yeah, Sophia Loren. So, yeah. And I really went with just kind of like flat, a lot of flat colors with a little bit of shading on there. And I bet you're going to know who this one is. Actually, let me go ahead and get rid of that thing there. Bob Marley with Jaman, man. So that's cool. And here was more of an experimental piece. Sometimes I get inspired by other artists. I can't remember the original artist here, but I just like to try different styles, and so I kind of emulate a style. This is more of an abstract musical one. But and I always, once I finish a painting, not only do I sign it, and I have this unique way of putting my, it could either look like BB or RB, but I put my initials. That's how I sign the paintings, and then the back I put the name of it and the year that it was done, so that I can look back like this was 2015. But there you go. It's called Piano Man. Now let me show you some smaller pieces here. And I'm going to end with some small paintings that Pooki and I did together. Most of everything I've been showing you, ones that I did on my own. But Pooki and I have collaborated on some that are kind of fun, and I think you might enjoy them. And by the way, if you're interested, I'll give you a website in a moment here where you can buy prints, and have the artwork on mugs and I don't know, tote bags and all kinds of stuff. And if you're interested in any of these originals, I'll give you a way to contact me. And just in case you'd like to own some of this art, either the original or the print. But I did a series of trees that were kind of interesting to get away from the celebrities. Here's one, an abstract or not, kind of a surreal looking tree. That was kind of fun. Cool. Here's another experiment with trees. It almost looks like Christmas bulbs, or on it. But yeah, I'm just always kind of playing around with styles and all that. I actually started painting for the first time in like a year recently. And here's one of a face. Just again, I'm not going for realism or photographic rendering. Just playing with different styles. And so, yeah. And then, finally, one more tree here. These are small ones. These are only like 8 by 10. There's another one with the circles and the bulbs for the trees. So it's a simple little piece. And then here are two that Pooki and I collaborated on. She is very good like with calligraphy and with words. So I do more of the colors and the shading. She does all the words, but we collaborate on this. So you are loved. Again, and we both signed that. So that's an 8 by 10. Yeah. A stretched canvas. And this is really good too. So, live your passion. Pooki does a lot of those like little embellishments. And so yeah, we've had fun. We talked about doing more of these, and at times there was when we perform once a month at the Center for Spiritual Living here. In the past, we have had our CDs available, but we also bring some paintings and have kind of combination, deals if somebody wants to go home with some art and some music. So I just wanted to share that with you because knowing again my art, that I probably pursued art more. I felt more confident about it because of the encouragement that my mom gave me from that simple act of praising me and putting that silly. Not so silly Dick Tracy drawing that I did, and framing it and putting it up on our wall. And so I not only did I get the praise of this in that moment, but I don't remember for how many months or years it was hanging up in our apartment where we live. I probably saw it repeatedly, and it reminded me that she was so proud of it that she wanted to frame that. So if you want to find out, so I have a unique address if you want to see more of my artwork. Go to poprockartstudio.com. And it's the reason I chose that is because a lot of the celebrity portraits that I do are kind of in a pop art style, which is kind of a style that Andy Warhol and people of that era made famous. So there's already pop art, but I'm also a musician and I like pop rock and I do a lot of musicians in some of my paintings. And so I came up with poprockartstudio.com, but you go there and you can see a lot more of the stuff that I have digitized, and that's available available to be printed on a whole array of different type of merchandise. So if that interests you, thanks for letting me indulge you in this. And I'm just going to check in on the comments here. I know, isn't Bob's art inspiring? Oh, Pookie, you are so kind. Cecilia says, I love that one. Live your passion. Yeah. So, babe, Pookie, are you up for doing some more of that artwork? Iris, you're very talented. Oh, thank you so much. Holly, yeah, I guess that is, as an artist, I'm always playing, so maybe I don't have a specific style necessarily. So maybe I do have, yeah, a variety of styles that I play with. But again, art is sort of like not, it's very hobby sideline. Although I've sold a number of originals and prints over the years. Trees, I paint trees. I love trees. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Danielle. I appreciate that. Marley, you recognize that Bob Marley painting right away. I cannot believe you downplay your art. You are a fantastic artist. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I've done it long enough, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel pretty confident that I, as an artist, there are many things in the creative realm where I feel, yeah, very blessed that I've developed skills. There's so many other things that I guess are taking my time. That my YouTube channel and my podcast, creating this inspirational spoken word, using my voice is probably the best way that I serve and where I choose to focus my energy. Music is probably right up there too, because I think I have gifts in that area that are impacting people. And Pookie and I have been collaborating musically. I mean, for the last 12 years or so. And so that's where I choose to focus my energy. So I'm not downplaying it as far as the quality of it, I guess, even though I could still develop a style or whatever. But it's something I do part-time. And yeah. Oh, also in the background there's Buddha. There's some, and then over here, remember I talked about Elvis? There's Elvis up there looking over my shoulder, in case you never saw that. And then that's Cindy Crawford. Whoa. That I did back in the 90s. I did that of her without her mole. Anyway, let me readjust this. Okay, so where are we? So thank you so much for all the comments. I probably missed a bunch of stuff. Thanks, Holly. Appreciate that. Well, as you can see, Lucy is in the show. Yeah. No, Pookie, you are in the show. It's everyone. Oh, yeah, there we go. Pookie says, everyone, let's play and make art. All right, very cool. Where are we now? Oh, I'm going to play another song now. And so let's do that. Let me pick up the guitar, get things situated here. And this song is actually the reason I thought it would be appropriate for Mother's Day is because actually this song is the original song that I wrote. It's actually on our album called Opening Up to the Good, which is available on Spotify and from our website at Soul Massage Music. I wrote this primarily I was written about the important women in my life, which includes my daughter and then Pookie. So most of these lines admittedly were inspired as a message to my child. Her name is Ray, and she is 24. She'll be 25 in August. My one and only child. And so let me get this set up here. I want to make sure I'm still in tune. I just whacked my coffee mug. Okay, there we go. And so this was a song about, but Pookie has a couple of lines that she inspired in this song too. So there's a couple ways that you can use this. Whether you have a parent who is either living or no longer living, you can imagine this being sung to you by a parental or a mentor type of person in your life. Also, if you are a parent, you can pass this on to somebody. Maybe these what do you call it? Reflect a way that you feel about your own kids or some of the young people in your life, and say, "Hey, check out this song because it's the way I feel about you." You could pass it on in that way, so you can look at it from a number of different angles. But it's called "Shining Star." Let me just clear my throat, get some water, because there's a lot of singing I do here. I'm gonna turn on some. So we're going to turn on some reverb, and here we go. And yeah, there's a full band version on our CD, so you can imagine the drums and the rock going on here in the background. But here we go. I watch you get it wrong and get it right. I've seen you overjoyed, I've seen you filled with pride. I know when you're strong and when you are weak. I've seen you down and out, I've seen you at your peak. Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. I watch you laugh out loud, I watch you weep. I've seen you play the fool and be queen of the heap. I've seen you frown and I've seen you smile. I've seen you fall down, I've seen you dance with style. Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. Woo! Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. Well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. Well, I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. 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 Woo! There you go. Shining Star. Oh, cool. Holly says one of my favorite songs. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of a rock. It's funny. When I was rehearsing that earlier, my throat was scratchy, and I was like feeling like, man, I'm still half asleep and all this stuff. But I felt kind of awake and alive while I was playing that just now. But yeah, you can definitely hear some of the rock and roll influence that I had growing up, and that kind of still permeates the original music that we do. I mean, not everything has to be upbeat. We do some mellow stuff too, but I like, and I think, and Pooki does too, energizing music, and especially choruses that you can sing along to are catchy. So let me just check in with here. Some of the comments coming in. Thank you, Bob. You're certainly welcome. Pooki gives us a lot of claps. Thank you, my dear. Holly's is one of my favorite songs, so that's very sweet. Thank you for those kind words, Ganesh. Really appreciate that. Hi to Sigrid. Good to see you here. Oops, and earlier she loves her some Elvis. Cool. Oh yeah, yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire had a great song. Crystal, thank you for called Shining Star. Yeah, and I've played that once or twice over the years. When you wish upon a star. Yeah, great song. Let's see here. Where are we at? Yes, indeed. Oh, we have another message. Man, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Even without Pookie, we fill this time with all kinds of cool, inspirational stuff. Pookie has a message here. I'm going to play pre-recorded message. We have that dance track. We're going to be going a little past 11, so let's move things along. And here is a little message that I think is really appropriate for today. That. Pookie recorded before she left just a couple of days ago. So let's enjoy that, and I'll come back and we'll end with a dance party. All right? Hang in there.
Oh my goodness, I get to be with you today. And I get to, I want to talk about the essence of play and how important it is in our lives. How important it is for us to be playful, to tune back into our youthful energy, our energy of play, right? You know, like when we were children, and I'm talking to us moms a lot too right now because we are celebrating Mother's Day in the United States. And so, like, moms, sometimes when you become a mom, you forget how to play, but you have a perfect example of how to play, being curious, being excited, energized, enthusiastic. I mean, think of all of the attributes of a 2-year-old, right? They have curiosity. They wonder about things. If they want something, they're very, very clear, intentional, and focused in about how they go about getting what it is that they desire. And they're really, really smart. I mean, think about it. If you've ever seen a kid go after a cookie, you know what I'm talking about. They have this way of engaging in their environment in a really powerful way that allows them to experience fantasy, vision, to be able to dream, right? And so when we sometimes grow older, we forget that little one that lives inside of us that wants to play, right? And so think of how it is that you can invite your 5-year-old to come out and play more often and just do silly, fun things, having a playful spirit, right? I run around the farmer's market in a bee costume. I really do. And I bring awareness to the presence of our local farmers here in the area and where people can source really healthy food to sustain them, right? But it's playful. I mean, I'm doing something, but I've added this element of play and it's so much fun. So where is it in your life that you could add more play? Where is it that you could become more childlike? Can you go back to a place where you had wild enthusiasm and outrageous joy? And give yourself permission. I hope if there's anything that I can do, I hope one of the things that I do is encourage and inspire a playful spirit within you. That's why I dance the way that I love to dance, but for me, that's like playing. I'm playing in my experience of life, right? Because, like, let's just say, what if this was all a game? How are you playing your game? Are you having fun? Are you playing? Have you painted lately? Like with your fingers. We should do a finger painting class one day. But just thinking about elements of play. So right now, I'm with my most recent. I have 3 others. My newest grandson, and we're in Hawaii. And you know what? I'm totally engaged in playing. When I was packing my suitcase, I packed all shorts and t-shirts just so that I could be on the ground, rolling around, having a good time, right? And so I'm excited for play. So as I was anticipating play coming into my experience, I wanted to bring that to you and ask you, do you play? Do you have fun? Like, what did you love to do when you were little? Do that. I love to dance and sing, right? And I love to be in the woods. I love being in nature, right? So I go and I play in nature. I play in dance, and I play with paint and So play. How can you play more? And I want to just take a moment right now, too, because it is Mother's Day, to presence our mothers, whether they be here in the physical form or where they have made their journey onward. I'd like to bring them to our hearts and our minds right now. Let's do that. See your mom. If you can see your mom when she was 5 years old, maybe you have a picture of her. But see your mother. See her little child. And then in your 5-year-old way, say, "Hi, Mom." Just like you would do with your best friend on the playground. "Hi, Mom." And just see your mother's playful, youthful, vibrant spirit. See her vitality, whether she's here in physical form or not. Because that childlike essence is still very, very, very much alive in her spirit. And just look at her and smile. Maybe grab out and hold her hands. And just love her. Just look at her and just like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh. This is your mama when she was a little girl. Isn't she cute? Okay. Now we're just going to thank her for her many, many gifts. And I have to say in this moment right now that no matter what your experience was in your family home, many, 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 many gifts were given to you. Yeah. And so see the gifts that she's given you. If only life, the life that you're living now. So deep, deep gratitude to our moms. You might want to give her a hug or a kiss or maybe bow in sacred acknowledgement to who she is to you. And say, thank you, Mom. Thank you for this life. Thank you, Mom. Okay. I love you. I miss you. I'll see you soon. I mean, gosh, with all of this community that we're building and growing here, it would be so exciting to come and visit some of you sometime. Yeah. We'll see what happens with all of this COVID stuff. All right, I love you. I'm going to chime out right now. Usually Bob comes walking in right now. It's just me. So blessings, blessings, blessings to you. Oh, we heard the cue. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'll be back again with you very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we pre-recorded that. And it's almost like you're actually here. Here's an interesting comment from Pooki. I am making myself cry right now. That is interesting. You're watching yourself. Well, see, this is good for you, Pooki, to be watching, because usually you're here in the room, so you can have more of an idea of what it's like to be in the audience listening to you. And it's if you're moved by it, just think of what other people are. Let's see here. I'm just looking at some of the comments here. Don't dare to date differently. Elizabeth, your energy is infectious. You said that to Pooki. The element of play and fun is so underrated. In fact, speaking of play and fun, Pooki, for years we've kind of known that her brand, or one of her brands, is playful and passionate. Those kind of words that keep coming up. She's definitely playful. She's passionate. And over the years, we have actually done some live workshops called How to Live a More Playful and Passionate Life. We're thinking about doing some of those again, maybe initially online. But if we did, like, just to start off, maybe like a one-time Zoom call, would there be some interest in that? It wouldn't be some big, long, multi-week course or anything. Just to get together, and we combine singing and movement and some of like improv comedy stuff, and just things to be kind of silly and playful, and bring some of that childlike nature. 'Cause I think this was Cecilia earlier. I forgot where that comment was, who said that you have kind of lost, and it's quite often, you lose touch with that childlike nature that we used to have, and being playful and creative. And so just let me know. Let in the comments, would you like to see a playful and passionate? There she is there. Yes, yes. Awesome. I'm going to pop into some comments here. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, that's talking to Sigrid, but happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yes to that playful and passionate thing. Fabulous. It says, have an amazing time in Hawaii, seeing the new edition. Very cool. Oh, Cecilia said that brought tears to her eyes too. I'm kind of going out of order here. Some of you are responding. These are some responses to earlier things that were said. I love my mama, Pooki says. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. All right. So, a couple of quick announcements. Let's see here. What do we got to just share with you? Really appreciate. I think there was another super chat or something that came in. I can't remember if I acknowledged that one. If I didn't, I apologize. If you would actually like to support our efforts on an ongoing basis and get some special perks along the way, please check out patreon.com/Bob Baker. The things I'm mentioning here are all in the description below. So if you didn't write these down, just expand that description below the video, and there are links directly to this. But I would appreciate you considering. We got some of our Holly Ann and Sigrid and some others, I believe, who are Patreon supporters are in the house in the comments. And so we appreciate you. And we do actually, we scheduled another Zoom call coming up in a couple of Mondays where we're going to be. Holly donated earlier. If I missed that, thank you very much. It's somewhere up there. I can't remember if I acknowledged you, but thank you. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, there we go. The super chat. Thank you very much. If I missed, oh yeah. I think I did. Yeah, I remember reading that. So I did pull that up earlier, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, patreon.com/Bob Baker. And you get some exclusive perks like monthly Zoom calls with patrons only. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't already. There's a lot of people watch my videos, but they're not actually subscribers. So please do that. I'm getting close to, I'm almost at 210,000. So I think by late summer, at the pace I'm going, I should be at 250,000 subscribers. So you can help me get to that goal by subscribing. Pooki also has her own channel at Pooki Lee, youtube.com/Pooki Lee. So she has some of her own separate content and videos that she posts there. If you'd like to get on the email list, bobbakerinspiration.com. You can get there. You can sign up if you're not already on the email list. Enter your name and email, and I'll send you 6 free MP3 downloads as an incentive that are for your personal use. Please don't distribute them publicly, but you can use them personally. Affirmations and meditations. While you're there, if you want to inquire about the art or send a personal message, there's a contact form there where you can ask us about whatever you want to ask about. To hear more of our music, soul massage music. I know I'm throwing a lot of this at you. Again, just expand the description below this video, and these links will all be in there. And just want to remind you again about Turbocharge Your Life, a 30-day program. It starts June 10. There's currently an early bird discount that I think is extended through May 18, and then the price goes up. It's really super affordable, I believe. It's called Happy, Healthy, Wealthy. For every day for 30 days, you will focus on these 3 areas. Do one simple activity to improve your happiness, your health, and your wealth. And you won't be doing this alone. There'll be a community of people going through this together. A number of folks who have been in my previous Turbocharge programs are in the comments there. So, and they seem to like it a lot. And so there's a private Facebook group. We have weekly Zoom calls. There's a lot of perks. Got some worksheets, and I encourage you to I will help you team up with a success partner, like an accountability partner, during the 30 days. And so it's just a wonderful community effort, and we inspire and empower each other, and we will do so in these 3 areas. All right, it's time now to play the new music video that we debuted last year. A couple of folks like Holly and Cecilia, there may be others. Carrie was in the comments earlier. They are featured in this video. So back in like December and January, I was asking people on my email list, another reason to get on that email list at bobbakerinspiration.com, to submit videos of themselves dancing to this original song. Pooki's son Andrew edited it all together. I just really like the way, like, I'm really happy with the way the sound of the song came out, and the way this video came together. So I'm going to play that now to end this. Unlike our normal videos, you won't be seeing me or Pooki dance, and I'm not going to be putting up comments on this one because I want you to watch the video and all of the dancers. So what I encourage you to do in our final minutes together here, like 4 minutes, is just boogie, dance, sing along. Remember, you're doing this simultaneously with people all around the world. And so enjoy this, and I'll come at the very end to say so long. But this is I Welcome Joy into My Life. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Can you feel it? I'm talking about joy. Yeah.
I welcome joy into my life. 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 It doesn't matter what they say, I'm gonna do this anyway. It doesn't matter where I've been, now's the time to let it in. I welcome joy into my life. 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 It doesn't matter what I see, I know the truth is inside of me. See the good and have no doubt. Feel the heat and let it out.
Oh, yeah.
Sing it out loud. I welcome joy into my life. I welcome joy into my life. I welcome joy into my life. I welcome joy into my life.
Let it on in. Let it in. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they say, we're gonna do this anyway. It doesn't matter where we've been, now's the time to let it in. I welcome joy into my life. 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 I welcome joy I'm going to leave this up while we scroll through the list of dancers who look at all those countries that are represented in different states. It's pretty amazing. Thanks to all these people, some of the names you might recognize from the chat, at least 2 or 3 of them. That's fabulous. Thanks so much. Happy Mother's Day again. I'm going to wrap this up here and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us. I just love this family that we are. Oh my God. Cecilia, I'm now a platinum supporter. I love you and Pookie. I even set a reminder alarm to wake up on Sundays. Thank you so much, Cecilia. You're talking about Patreon, I'm sure. Well, that is awesome. Wonderful. You and yours affirmations. Thank you. Thank you so much, Valentina. Have a great week. Pookie says we got some dancers in the house. Tracy says, thank you, Pookie and Bob, for a beautiful hour. That's fabulous. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. Pookie, hopefully maybe we'll grab some video of that surprise, that when you surprise your mom and on Mother's Day. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your week. We'll be back. Actually, Pookie will still be in Hawaii, but we're going to pre-record some other stuff this week, and we'll have another good time next Sunday. But be looking for more new videos throughout the week. And have a good one, folks. Appreciate you. Love you. And let's keep this party going. All right. So long. Bye for now.